Hey, y'all. What's up, family? I hope you guys are doing great on today. Hope you're doing great. I am. I'm having a pretty good day. And so, I came to check on y'all and talk a little bit, talk a little bit today about having the audacity to ask. Having the audacity to ask. I have to use those words because that's the way I heard it, and that's the way I'm gonna give it to you. So, please fasten driver's seat. First of all, my car talks too much. Y'all didn't need to know I have my seatbelt on. That was my business, but apparently it's our business because an announcement was made, but it ain't him. But yeah, so in one of my days of prayer, meditation, devotion, at some point with communion with God, I heard him say, but do you have the audacity to ask? I was like, whoa. I ain't talking to me. The audacity. To me, that's like a challenge to, like, I dare you, is what it felt like. Like, I dare you to ask. Not the confidence, not the courage, the audacity to ask. And I was like, okay, well, God, what you mean by that? What do you mean the audacity? And it was pretty clear. It's like, do you have the courage, the faith? Do you have, I don't want to say balls, because that's not something I should say, is it? But that's the feel it had. It was like, are you bossed up enough to ask me for what you really want? Do you believe that I'm the God who can really answer those kinds of prayers? And so I had to really, like, here we go with my introspect. Had to have a little moment where I was thinking to myself, like, okay, well, do I? What is it that I want from God that I really haven't asked him for yet? Is there something that is on my heart that I really just haven't given to him or haven't made my confession known? Of course, he already knows the heart, but some stuff he won't do for us until we have, again, the audacity or the confidence in knowing that he actually will hear us and or perform what we're asking for. And some stuff just won't happen because we simply won't open our mouths or open our hearts to him and say it. I said, okay, God, I hear you. So I started kind of, doing a little inventory check of some things that I have maybe dreamed of or thought of. And I realized that some things I haven't even asked for. But check out what I have been doing. I've been doing a bunch of work, just hoping that my work was gonna push me closer to the things that I feel like if I work hard enough, then maybe I'll get there. And I ain't asked God for nothing. That is backwards. That is so backwards. And sometimes I believe that we as people, and I can speak for me because I've done it and I am doing it in some areas, that we will just work. I know I talk about working a lot, but it is a sad thing when you think that you have to prove everything in order to receive it from God. The reality is most of the stuff we get from God, we haven't even been proven worthy enough to have that. First of all. Second of all, how you gonna have works and no faith? He said faith without the works is dead. Pretty sure you can't just work and not have faith for it either, because confessing out of my mouth, it simply says it even in James. I'm glad that came back to my remembrance. In James, it talks about a person should not ask for a thing if they don't have the faith that they actually will receive it. And it's even comparing us to waves being blown to and fro, because that's how indecisive and not solid and solidified and rested in the confidence that God will perform exactly what we asked him for. Because he loves us that much, because he sees the condition of our hearts and he wants us to have whatever we ask for, because we are doing that work that says, wow, they are faithful servants. They want what I want for them. And as a good father, when we ask our father for things, he wants to give us the very best. And even if it's not the best he has for us, he allows permissive will to be in some situations simply because he loves us, not even because he thinks it's the best thing for us in that moment. So I said to myself, girl, why are you not asking God for, like, what you really want? Why are you shopping on clearance with God?
Stop it.
If it's what you want, then you should say what you want. He literally is waiting for us to like try him. Do you have the audacity to ask me for what you really want? In other words, you playing a little too safe for me, honey. Apparently you don't know how I feel about you as my child. Apparently you don't realize that I have cattle on a hill that are already laid up for you, that I have riches that are stored up for you, that I see you as a prince of the King of Kings, that I'm not looking at you like, well, I mean, when you get yourself together and you can come holler at me. No, I made you this way. You're not just supposed to work hard for kingdom things and never experience the goodness in the land of the living. No, that's not life more abundantly. So it's really short. It's really simple. But my thing was, challenge yourself, Michaela. Challenge yourself to really seek God and ask him for what you really want. It's time out for playing it safe. If you want it, ask him. Because in you asking him, that unlocks what he really wants to give us, especially when we've been found obedient, when we've been found faithful, when we've been found courageous, when we've been found vulnerable before him, when we've honestly approached the King of Kings as who he is and not what we think we might deserve. And I realized also that there's a little bit of pride right there for me, because I don't like asking for stuff. I do not. I don't like asking for stuff because as a human being who's had experiences, people let you down, or they'll just cut you off altogether in places that you feel most comfortable. And those kinds of wounds and things of that sort can oftentimes put us in a place where you ever had a moment where it's like, oh, nah, I ain't gonna never get got like that. You got me like that, but you won't get me like that again. I'll show you that won't happen. I've had experiences like that make it hard for me to want to ask people for things. And so to the outside, and of course that's now the inside because I'm sharing it with y'all, but to the outside it may come across as, wow, she's so independent, and you know, she got her stuff together, she always grinding, ambitious, and that's something that's attractive and even encouraging to some people. But the place where that was initiated or started for me was not from a genuine place. Sure, I've always been ambitious, you know, committed, know how to push through, you know, those things are embedded in my DNA. Like, that's my bloodline. I am cut from that cloth for sure. But then there's the other side of that says, if you don't, nobody else will. So you better make sure that you're good. You better have a plan A, B, and C just in case. But plan A, B, or C, not one of them, typically not one of them in my nature, none of them involve other people. And that's the truth. And so God had to deal with me with not just seeing him as God, but seeing him as a father. He ain't got all these different names for nothing, y'all. He does not have all these different names just to say, oh, you can call me Father, call me Lord, call me Savior. No, the names that he carries is functional to how he relates to his people. And so when we started dealing with me calling him Father, I had some problems. I would say that I have had, I've had different challenges, of course, as any child would with a parent. Love both of my parents to death, and they are exceptional parents. But when it comes to me seeking God as a father, I really had to deal with some internal things. And why is it that you don't want to ask me? Why is it that you don't have the confidence that I'm really going to meet your need? Why don't you ask me what I think about something before? Have the audacity to seek me as your father. Knock on the door, seek and you'll find me, the answer, the resource, the whatever it is that you think you need in that moment. Ask me. That's what I'm here for. I'm supposed to be the one to protect you, to at least point you in the direction of provision, to allow strategy to touch your ear gate. Whatever you need, I should be the first option, not your plan D, if I was ever even in it. And it hit me because it was like, wow, you really be out here slaving, girl. Like, you be working and you be getting stuff done. And it's not all in your own strength, but it could be so much easier if you seek me first. Seek ye first the kingdom, and all those other things will be added. Trust me first. Don't trust me to fix it. Because you will call on me, Lord, Lord, why have you forsaken me? That's how I be feeling when my plans don't work out. But the reality is, you didn't really trust me with your heart. You ain't trust me. Not with those areas that are challenging. And as much as I love God, that is the truth, is that every single day there is a challenge in some area of us, and for me, that we have to surrender to him. We have to surrender again and again and again and again, over almost daily. Because the closer you get to him, the more you realize that you do need him. And in those areas that we've closed off and we think, oh, no, I'm good. No, I'm going to give you all that stuff. But that 20% right there, I got it. I'm good. No, you're not. And I realize I am not okay with asking God for everything or seeking him as my absolute first, or just wondering, what is your counsel concerning this? God, what's on your heart today? What do you think about me making a decision? God, I don't know how I'm going to do that. What do you think about how I should go about doing that? Should I go in that direction? Should I not? Or do you really want me to be still? That's a whole nother topic, because it took me literally 6 years to figure out what he meant by be still. Like, what do you mean by that? Won't go there today. But my point is, we have to get to a point, first and foremost, at the front of the bus, have to get to a point where we're comfortable with asking God and literally framing him or seeing him as daddy. Like, you my daddy. I feel like I'm in danger. Hey, listen, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess up again. Help me. Help protect me from what I got myself into, or for what I foresee may be coming my direction. Hide me, something, but I need your help. Like, seeking him in that manner. That's all he wants. And that's the relationship. That's the relationship that he really wants. And so this word honestly is for me, first and foremost. I pray it blesses you. But he wants us to have the audacity to ask him for whatever we want, whatever we need. Because he's stored up. He's stored up and he ain't running out. So whatever day you read this, hear it. I pray that it touches your heart, that you introspectively kind of evaluate the things that you surrender to God, the things that you place in his hands, and don't hold it as something that you have to solely take care of, because we can't really do a great job of it anyway. He's there for us. He wants us to just seek him, open up, give it to him. Give him all of it. I don't care how long you've been successfully doing it, because that's really my testimony. I am quite successful at what I do, and I would like to say it's because I work hard. He just graces me, and he don't let me fall. But it came to a moment as such, this moment even right now, where he said, all right, yeah, you've been doing a good job, but you're tired, ain't you? You're overworking yourself to do what I can do without ever getting off the throne. Have the audacity to ask. And see, won't you be able to, rest, find a little more peace in your day, allow you to lay down in the green pastures. That's what he meant. He doesn't want us to always have to work so hard. Let me take care of some stuff for you. And so, hey, what do we have to lose at this point? Let's go have the audacity to ask the King of Kings to just blow your mind. As far as you can dream, ask. And that's what I think he wants us to do. So that's what I'm going to be doing, family. I'm going to be over here talking to God like I have never before. And I have confidence that he's going to answer. Because if he wasn't going to answer, he wouldn't even be bothering me talking about have the audacity to ask. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. And I pray that you have amazing results, because he's an amazing king. Love y'all. Bye.